Today I'm going to be talking about how to set up a four-piece fly rod. If you guys have ever been fly fishing, you know that fly rods, they look a little bit different than your regular fishing rod. As you can see, all four of these pieces go together, so it's a little bit longer than your regular rod. I'm taking a step out today because I got a broken piece of my rod. So we're just going to be putting together a three-piece basically, but it's still the same steps. Alright, so you're going to start by taking out your rod pieces. You never want to dump them out because they are really breakable, so you can break them by doing that. And once you get all your pieces out, you can start putting it together. And you see there's a little hole on the, it starts like the thickest piece and then it gets thinner as you go towards the tip. And the next piece always has a hole in it. It's always the female piece. And so you just slide it in there, do that all the way down to the end. And you'll see that a lot of times when you put it together that the eyelets, they won't line up right. So you're going to want to just look down it like this, and you'll see that it's crooked on the end, so you just twist it towards straight. And now it's straight. Once you got your rod put together, you can attach your reel. Down at the bottom of the rod, there's it's threaded down here. And you just unthread that, and then you slide your reel. There's a little hole. It'll be in the handle of the rod. And you slide this bottom part of the reel into that hole. And then you just tighten up those threads down there, and it will tighten down on the rod, on the reel. So your reel's attached. You're going to take your line. You'll see on a fly rod that there's two different kinds of line. There's two different kinds of line on a fly rod. There's just the regular line, which is what's going to be in the water. It just looks like regular fishing line. And you have this yellow line on here. That's your fly line. And that line, you can either get it, you can buy the floating kind, or you can buy the sinking kind. This is the floating kind. You can kind of tell the sinking kind will usually be kind of like a dark gray color because there's actually like metal in the line. Alright, so you can pull it out, start feeding it through your eyelets. So you just do that all the way to the end, but I'm only going to do it the second one, save a little time. So you pull the line all through the eyelets. Once you have that, it's time to pick out your fly. And this is just my little travel fly case right here. It's got a bunch of different flies in it. I'm just going to go with this nymph today. And here I'm going to show you how to do a little, it's called a Palomar fly knot. And I don't know if you guys fish much, but most people just know how to do like a fisherman's knot if you're a fisherman. That knot is not really recommended for fly fishing as much because the water is so much clearer usually when you're fly fishing. Because traditionally when you fly fish for trout. And so you don't want a big knot sitting on your hook because the fish can actually see that. So with this one, you feed it through the eye of the hook twice. Grab a different one. Go with the ball. Feed it through the eye of the hook twice. And that's going to make, sorry you guys probably, I know you can't see this, it's just because it's actually fishing line. But I send it through the eye of the hook twice. And that's going to make a loop. Once you have that loop, you're going to hold on to the loop so it doesn't get too small. And the line that you just sent through, you're going to twist the loop once, and then you're going to send the lure through that loop. Once you do that, you just pull it tight, and you got your Palomar fishing knot. And it's a really small knot, it's real strong, works well. Alright, so now that I've showed you how to take your rod out of the case without breaking it, put your pieces of the rod together, attach the reel, tie on your fly after picking your fly. We're going to go to the last step, and that's personalizing your reel settings. That's a big part of fly fishing because the whole time you're fly fishing, you're ripping out line a lot. And if you get it too loose, you'll start ripping out line and they'll bird nest like that. And you don't want that to happen. So you get it to a spot where you like it. Different people have different preferences, and so now that you know how to set up a fly rod, hopefully one day you can go out and get your own fly rod and have a good day fly fishing.